Hi guys, welcome to this video tutorial or video class about the art and about this topic that we already studied in class, that is Renaissance. Okay, I'm gonna put the slide and I'm gonna take off the camera because you can see all the entire pictures or. Okay, here. So we have here the presentation and the slides. I'm gonna explain each slide from each painting. Okay, so here the Renaissance was a period that it was between the 15th and the 16th century, and it was created about in Italy. Okay, in Italy, that we're going to see in the next one. And it was about here about the human beings, the education, and here we have the data that is approximately about this. Remember that was continued about the Middle Ages, that in Middle Ages we were talking about the religion, and it was everything about the war. Okay, here the Renaissance started in Italy, that I have already told you, and it was also here the creation of the capitalism, the modern capitalism, and the Republican government that was in most cities. Okay, the cities participate, and the citizens participate, and also the artists start to become one of the most important part of the group. Okay, they start to create like in an elite group. Okay, so we have here the map. Okay, so what is important about the Renaissance? The Renaissance was a mix or a union about the maths, the science, or the science between the art. So they start to create different things. Okay, we have here an example about the perspective. Here, the perspective, where is the perspective? If you stand in front in whatever point you want to, like, I don't know, in a field or in your school, wherever, and you see from the horizon, you're going to see a point. This is the point that is making the lines for creating the illusion for perspective. This is one of the most important parts of the Renaissance, the creative perspective. Okay, this was created by Masaccio. Okay, this guy started to create about all this perspective and the lines to make the illusion of the deepness. Okay, like in this example that it was created in the roof. This example you can see, you're going to be walking by and you're going to look up at the roof, and you can see there's the angels here, and it's like an appearance that the angels are saying to you, and I don't know, they're saying you to the high. Okay, so as you can see them, if you are walking by, you can see like it's supposed they are looking at you. Okay, here we have another example about the perspective and the parts of them. Here we have the first part, here we have a second part, and here we have a third part, and the last one here they have the last part, that is the sky and the trees. In the first part you have all these people, that is the church of the Jesus that is giving the keys of the church. We have the second part, we have these people, the third part we have this architecture, and the last part we have the sky and the trees and the city. Okay, here we have a painter called the Bird of Venus, that is the mythology from Roman mythology. Here in the Renaissance they were not talking about the religion, about the Christianism or the Catholicism. They also talk about the mythology, another mythology as the Greeks or Roman or another one, and it was correct. Okay, so it was totally valid. So Botticelli, this is from Sandro Botticelli, created this painting about the Bird of Venus. Okay, of course there's a lot of version. As you remember, there's a version about the Simpson, and we're here with the hair. Okay, let's put a dress. Of course, don't do that in the red paintings. Okay, this is because it's fun and I can erase it, but don't do this here. Wow, gorgeous. Okay, yes, yes. She has the most impressive dress I have already seen in my life. Okay. Okay, the next one here, the Mona Lisa. This Mona Lisa originally has a lot of mysteries there, and was created by one of the most famous painters of all in the entire world and in the Renaissance first, called Leonardo da Vinci. Here the Mona Lisa has these mysteries about the mouth. Here is the mouth is not like a completely smile. Okay, here is the lips. Here have this curve, but here is like totally unhappy. Okay, she's not like totally like unhappy. So if you cut in the half, you can see this part that is like unhappy and this part is happy. Of course, there's a lot of mystery in Mona Lisa, and we have here like a calculation of maths that it's supposed to have here circles that has the same diameter and radio. Okay, and another mysteries of them. Leonardo da Vinci started to create a technique called sfumato. There is a technique that creates these lines like evaporate, that comes from the Italian word sfumare, that means like evaporate, okay? So like smoke. So esfumato was the technique, like most important technique in the Renaissance, that was created by Leonardo da Vinci. Of course, Da Vinci made a lot of things, not only Mona Lisa is one of the biggest one, but he created like in the mixtures of the science and art, like science like biology, anatomy, math, etc. Okay. Here we have the creation of Adam. This guy is Adam, and this guy is God. And here you have the one most iconic parts of the paintings, that is like the fingers. Like, oh, here we have. It's like when they put together the slide. Okay, here. Okay, so this is creation of Adam. This is Adam. This is God, and this was in the Sixtine Chapel that was in charge from Michelangelo, or Miguel Angel, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so Michelangelo started to create this painting. What the hell? They start to painting in this part in the Sixtine Chapel. Okay, so this is one of the most important paintings from the Renaissance, and created by Michelangelo, that it was supposed an enemy from Leonardo da Vinci. They don't like each other because they both were too good. Okay, and here the architecture. We have here this part before, that it's like kind of a part of the Gothic. We have here the doors and the biggest window here, and the soft lines from the part in front from the chapel, and also here, or church, and also here we have the big domes. The big domes were the most important part of the architecture from the church in the Renaissance. Okay, the churches were not the most important things about in that period, contrary in the Middle Ages. That, as you remember, in that ages the people start to create a lot of churches because they thought that it's gonna be the end of the world. So they start to build a lot of churches to be saved on them when the apocalypse arrived. Of course, that never happened, but that's why in the Middle Ages was a lot of churches. And here in the Renaissance, of course, there was a lot of churches and chapels because of the Catholicism, yes, and that was in the part of the most important about the Catholicism that is in Rome. Okay, so that was in the Zoom from about the Renaissance. If you have any comment or doubt, please put in the YouTube. Put in the YouTube commenter, please. If you have any doubt, please put in the comments or in YouTube, or send an email, or you can see in class. Okay, so for homework, what you don't have to do, you have to investigate about the mystery of the Mona Lisa, or you can, whatever you want to call it, about Leonardo da Vinci. You have to make an investigation about which is all the mystery, and also about the part of the mathematics. And also you have to investigate about another authors and other painters that have created their own version about the Mona Lisa. Okay, so we're going to see that in class. Okay, thank you guys, and see you in class or in the next video tutorial. Goodbye.